Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a little different. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I think this video here we're going to focus on interior detailers, because not everybody knows what the interior detailer is for. For those of you who watch the channel here and know what interior detailer is, so this video is kind of aimed more towards the beginner who has no idea what to look for, because there's products out in the market that are actually dedicated cleaners, and then you have interior detailers, and people were like, well, what's the difference between the two? So let me actually grab one, if I can grab it here. Yeah, I do have it. Okay, great. And we're going to go over with what a interior detailer is. So an interior detailer, think of this as a detail spray for the interior vehicle. Somebody come in and you can do some light cleanup, removing some dust, maybe some light to moderate soiling. Again, you can increase its cleanability with a tool, a brush, like a Scrub Ninja, even a microfiber towel with a little bit of elbow grease. So that's what they're kind of designed to do. They're kind of designed to keep your interior looking fresh. Whenever you really want to clean this up, I recommend you wipe your car down at least on a bi-weekly regimen. So you're probably gonna ask yourself, well, what's the difference between an interior detailer and a dedicated cleaner? So for example, Ethos has Fresh, which is a dedicated cleaner. Now this is just a straight cleaner. It doesn't have, well, this one does protects, but I'm generalizing here. So in most cases, an interior cleaner is just going to clean. It's not going to leave like UV protection. It's not going to have any conditioning aspects. And so again, I'm generalizing here for an interior cleaner, but they also have more cleaning power than a dedicated interior detailer. So that's where you would use it. So maybe you have something that's been caked on for a while, or you get a disaster detail that comes in, that's where you use them. And then you have an interior detail. For example, Ethos has an interior detailer where this is going to be, again, not as much cleaning power as a dedicated cleaner, but again, some good cleanability, but it also has UV protection, and it also is going to have some sort of conditioning aspect to the interior. At least the Ethos one does. Some interior detailers will do that, some don't. And so we're going to kind of just take a look at some areas here. So I'm going to take I have 4 of them on hand. I'm going to see if I can carry all these items in my hand as we walk over to the Equinox. So we're going to just have a little fun here. We're going to see what type of conditioning aspects these do. We pop this door open. Let me put all these bottles in the car. I'll put one in the door pocket here so I can get in here. Okay, so we're gonna do a little test here, and we're gonna flip you over here. So what I ended up doing is I taped off these sections here, and I cleaned this with an interior cleaner in here. I use the Alchemist Car Care cleaner. And so what I want to show is that there's some products that will have some conditioning aspects here. I'm going to close the door a bit, remove some of the noise, and so I want to do that. So what I'm going to be using, normally you wouldn't use this. Normally the way you would use this is you would grab a microfiber towel, you'd spray in here, and you just go over the surface. But because I want to show you the conditioning aspect, I'm going to be using these coating saver style applicators. We're going to spray a little bit of product in here. I'm just going to apply it here, and then we're going to see how this does. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to put Pilot in the middle. So Pilot, for those of you who are not familiar with Pilot, this is an interior detail from Armour Detail Supply. Real nice product here. And I'm just going to look at the directions here because I haven't looked at this in a while. So it is formulated with an active UV absorber, odor encapsulant, and anti-static properties. And hopefully this kind of helps understand. It says Pilot is your comprehensive shield against environmental factors, the inclusive of the active ingredient benzalkonium chloride. Underscores its commitment to true cleanliness. So they're not really stating it, but it's going to prevent what do you call it, what am I looking for, like germs and stuff from staying on the surface. It's going to clean the surface to make that. So we're going to take a look at Pilot. So I'm just going to shake it. Now I don't believe this has any conditioning aspects. I think it's just a straight cleaner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray some on the yellow side here of this applicator. So I'm just trying to use a controlled spray. Now these are coating savers, so they have the thing here. So I'm going to put this here, and we'll just see what it does for the interior here in terms of, you know, does it have any conditioning aspects? I don't think it does, but we'll see. And what this is going to be like for those of you who want to maintain your OEM finish. So I'm just trying to get, okay, so kind of just worked it in a little bit there. And then I'm going to take a towel, and let me fold this in half here, and then we're going to just knock down any excess here. And then we'll pull the tape line here. So again, this is a really nice product, so I really enjoy Pilot here. Okay, so then the next one, and it has a great scent too. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and use, I'll use Ethos right next to it. So I'm gonna spray this on the gray side. I'm just gonna let's make sure I squirt. And this Ethos has one of the best smelling interior detailers. I mean, this stuff smells fantastic. It just has that coconut scent in there. I'm just going to work this in to the material. So if you like that coconut scent, then this is going to be a product that you like. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that one. Okay, and then we're going to wipe this down as well. Okay, so now we're done with that. So now I'm going to flip my towel over to two clean sides. And then the next one we're going to do is I'm going to use DIY Detail. So DIY Detail had theirs out for quite some time as well. Again, typical interior cleaner, and it says clean and protect here. So it does have here you go, it provides you with protection, the easiest way to maintain and clean your conditioned interior. So there you have it. You can use it to maintain your vehicle. So these are mostly for like maintenance products. We're gonna go ahead and just spray some more in here. See if I can get this. Actually, let me open this trigger up a little bit. I'm trying to control the amount that comes out. Let me pop open the door so I can prime the trigger. Okay, so there we go. So you can see that the consistency of this is a little thicker. We'll kind of work that in, and then I'm going to just go ahead and work this area here with it. And again, this one smells great too. It has a nice, like a nice fresh scent. I'm just gonna work this in. And I can already immediately tell that it is conditioning the interior, because I can see how it's leaving a nice look to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe off this excess. Okay. And then finally, the last one we're going to do is final details. We're going to take a look at this one here, and this was another good one too. This one does have the conditioning aspect as well. I'm going to go ahead and use this on the silver side. And this one has a great scent too. It's not overpowering, but it leaves a nice appearance on here. So we'll go ahead and apply it here. And I actually made a post on my Instagram page talking about this this interior detailer. I think this one works great as well. One of my favorites. It has become one of my favorites. and this one will condition the interior as well. It will darken the appearance. Okay, so we got that, and then let's go ahead and wipe this side down. And let's take a look and see if we notice any difference between all these here. Okay, so we have Ethos and Pilot right here. So I think this is going to translate well on here. You can actually see how well Ethos darkened. You can see that Pilot is not going to leave that conditioning look on there. So if you don't like that conditioning look, maybe Pilot's the one that you want to choose. But clearly you can see what Ethos is doing in terms of darkening interior. Here's hard plastic. This is a hard plastic. This is like a vinyl here, so you can actually see what it's doing. Okay, so we can see that Pilot's not doing much in terms of conditioning, but some people don't like that. If your car's a little older, maybe you like this, or maybe you just like the enriching ability. And let's peel back DIY detail. Okay, so you can see DIY detail also conditions the interior, so you can see that it will darken the interior. So I'm going to close this door a little bit to block some of the light. I think we need the light. That's what it looks like. So you can see that if I pull back, Ethos does a better job in terms of having the appearance look darker than DIY detail. So let's pop this one off here, and then we'll take a look at the appearance of the final details. And you can see the final details also leaves a nice conditioning aspect. You can clearly see that there's a big difference here. I mean, DIY detail does a great job, but I think if I were to choose the conditioning aspect we pan out, it's going to be Ethos, final details, DIY detail. Like, these two are really close together. Like, I'm just splitting hairs here, and then we have Pilot. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what type of conditioning aspects we're going to get from an interior detailer. I think they all look great though. So hopefully this kind of helps. So if you like that real dark look, this is the one you want. If you like yours to look a little bit less dark, then maybe it's going to be one of these two. It's kind of hard to get. I'm trying to get you guys to get the best appearance here. It's kind of hard to see, but just looking at it from in person, the final detail side does look darker than the DIY detail. I think you can clearly see that too as well. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then of course Pilot. It'll be the last one. Hopefully this kind of helps understand the differences between the four. I think they all look great. For me, for this particular vehicle, I like the interior to have that more of the darker appearance. So I like using like one of these other three on here. I think it just adds to the appearance on there. Again, this is a 2018, and some of the materials here, like some of the plastic here, because my brother owned this before I bought it off him, is starting to kind of lose the coating on it, and so I'm kind of just, it's starting to lose its look as well. So I'm just kind of just applying an interior detail that has some darkening ability, like one of these, and it just maintained the look, just to maintain a real dark appearance on here. So other than that, let me just kind of rotate this. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys. I thought this would be kind of fun to kind of get the conditioning aspect of interior detailers, to kind of see what you guys think. Post down below what you think is your favorite, or what is your favorite interior detailer of choice. I just want to give you guys a quick little look here, and the look does last quite a bit of time when you use any of these other ones, because you're not really agitating in terms of coming in here and scrubbing and using an interior. Now if you're using an interior cleaner, you're going to remove all that, but if you're going to be using just one of these on a weekly basis, it's going to maintain the look going forward. So like if I was using the Ethos one that has the most darkening ability, I would just use that on a weekly basis. It's just going to keep going over itself, and it's going to keep the interior looking nice for a long period of time. So if you maintain your vehicle with on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, all you're going to need is the interior detail of your choice, and it's going to look good for a very long time. So again, other than that, that's all I have for you. Hopefully this kind of helps in terms of understanding what an interior detailer is used for, the differences in some of these in terms of their conditioning aspects. Hopefully that kind of helps as well. Again, most of them offer UV protection. Most of them are going to be anti-static. Most of them are going to have some relatively equal cleaning power. So other than that, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Post your thoughts down below. Again, post your I'll be interested to hear what your favorite interior detailer is. I know some of you are probably going to ask if I ever used the Geon one. Honestly, I have not, and I probably won't. I think right now I'm set with the 4 that I have, plus Tim sent me a gallon of the Ethos one, so I'm going to run through that as well. But I'll recommend any of these 4. Definitely check them out, and yeah, catch you on the next one, everyone. Take care.